All right. Fucking hell. Come on, you fucking piece of fucking goddamn trash. I swear to God, I've got better fucking luck spitting in an open light socket and not getting electrocuted. Mm. Damn, it's a good fucking beer, the one that you have on the weekend. The end of everything, and last day to fucking work day. Or last work day of the week or something, Joe, good to see you, brother. Oh, I didn't say my opening. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Freedom Forum. There are only two rules, and two rules only in this particular forum. Don't be bullying nobody. And no porn. Everything else must fucking go. Have yourselves a good ass time. Pull up a chair, sit right there. Get you your favorite beverage, a snack or something. Have a smoke and a toke. Relax, because guess what, motherfuckers? This is the Freedom Forum. You have every right to be free. Howdy doody. Mm. Damn, that is a fine beer. Only thing that would make it more fine is if I mixed it with something. Yep, tea. Yep, tea. I'm running out of. Uh-oh. Ah, it was stuck to the side. Here we go. Look, I'm sorry about the camera angle and all, but I ain't going to be able to change shit. I'm on my cell phone. Hear it. Yes, the phone keeps fucking falling over. It's a royal pain in the ass. I tell you what, though, Joe. If it wasn't for this little fucking rinky-dink piece of goddamn Chi-Com garbage, we wouldn't even be sitting here and having this chat. So, is what it is. You know how it goes, brother. And if you got a problem with that, you can eat my shorts. And I says that as the ultimate fucking shameless plug to a good friend and channel goer here, Joe Morgan from the Joe Morgan Eat My Shorts channel. Y'all didn't know. Joe's a good feller. He's also a crotchety ass, but we love him. You know? Well, you know how it works, brother. We fucking start talking, and then all of a sudden, like, we done said some shit that we wouldn't say to our own mama with that mouth. But boy, howdy, now that you done said it, it makes perfect fucking sense. Like, this is a question that my cousin asked me earlier. Well, what would you give to have 10 fucking minutes with one of them motherfuckers out in the back dark alley? I'll tell you what, I'll give my left nut. I ain't using a motherfucker anyways. Shit. It's snowing? Lucky bastard. We got fucking the y'all extra special wet rain or wet ice, wet snow, something like that. Somewhere's in that region. It wants to be snow, but it forgot how to be. That is fucking awesome, Garrett. I sure hope to God that it's righteous. Because look, most of the time it's the military that knows anything's happening before any of the rest of us do. If you're in the military, not I was in the military. No. If you're in the military, you know what I'm talking about. You know shit you can't talk about. You know things that are coming down the fucking pipe, and all the rest of us poor bastards, even though we would know what to do with the fucking information, are sadly sat on our asses with our thumb up our rears, unable to do a fucking thing about it, because we are not allowed to have that information. It'll come out, just not right away. What? Switch to crack? No. This, brother, this right here is the good greens, if you know what I mean. Crack? Nah. Crack kills, brother. That's why I don't let plumbers in my house. Crack kills. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I'm going to end up having to let the fucking do out here in a minute because he won't shut up if I don't, and he won't shut up if I do. So, it's just I'm not wanting to be cruel to my dog. So, I am going to let him out here in a minute. Just a heads up for those of you who might be sensitive to a dog yarking in the background. My apologies now, but in about 5-6 minutes, I'm gonna let the dude loose, and he's gonna fucking run around and yell his full head off. Like I said, I ain't gonna be cruel to the dog, because dude, like for serious, that motherfucker's had my back since day one, and same here, likewise. So I've been gone all day. He kind of does need to go out and have his time outside in order to keep himself sane. And trust me, it is far better to have a sane dog when he's a fucking a minute mutt than it is to have an insane minute mutt. It's kind of like having a fucking canine who doesn't see too many fucking bomb show ups. You know what I'm saying? That dog has seen too fucking much in his life, and it would not be couth to try and place him into further fucking hell. It's pretty much similar. Billy! Well, Billy, truth be told, tell us some truth, brother. You know what? I'm gonna fucking just do it because I ain't done it in a while. Those of you who would like to come up into the panel here and talk some shit at me and holler at me straight, put a 1 down in the chat. I'm thinking about opening the panel. Yeah. Well, that's what they do. What happens when you got a fucking ranting chair full of snow, right, brother? You break out the fucking the fire pit, you thaw out your ranting chair, and then you wait about 45 minutes before you get on that motherfucker so it's actually dried out. But hey, you know what? It's a lot of extra fucking work. I know you ain't into all that shit, especially on a fucking Saturday. No, fuck that shit. We're gonna sit inside. We're gonna have ourselves some vodka and some watermelon juice, some that what we call spiked Jamaica, and we gonna kick back, y'all. what what is it that the Russians call that when you mix watermelon juice with vodka? They got a special fucking name for it. I believe. Okay, don't quote me on this. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. All right, but I'm trying here. For those of you who are Russians who sit there and watch my videos, y'all call that Jamaica mixed stuff Accord de Vide, right? Am I wrong or am I right? It's either Accord de Vide or Accord de Voder. But it's actually a drink. It's a Russian drink. It's not. It's not like I'm just making this shit up from nothing. All right. This is like the. This is a Russian drink that we Americans adopted. We call it a fucking drunken watermelon. They call it the water of life in their language. I don't know what the connotation for it is. Billy, the funniest shit is watermelons they actually come from England. Swear to God, that's where the origin of the watermelon comes from. Is from England and Burgundy, France. So I'm certain that somehow, some way, in the eons that humanity has been around, the Russians found out about watermelons. I because they were known as ditch melon, river melon, uh, uh, ditch fruit. It's a, they had a whole bunch of different words for it, but it was pretty much the same fucking thing. It's all watermelons, but from way the fuck back in the day when you only got about like this much of the meat inside was red inside of a melon this fucking big, and you only got like those little fucking like 4 or 5 of them little strips down the middle of the motherfucker is that big around that you could eat. But it was a watermelon, and it was wild watermelon back in the day. Well, down the road we get full size red all the way through watermelons. That's after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of manipulating the plant in order to produce. In that time, of course, the Russians had to have found out about watermelons. I mean, come on, son. Of course, they don't grow up there very well. Duh. They're a southern plant. They need to have, you know, warmth, wet, riverside. They need to have that constant water source that doesn't freeze. So yeah, watermelon. They do. Here's the funniest shit. It is a toss up. All right, it is a full on toss up, historically speaking, as to which the first GMO actually was. The watermelon, the tomato, marijuana, corn, or funny the fuck enough, broccoli. Now, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and boiling cabbage. They're all the same plant. But yeah, watermelons. One of our first genetically modified organism type plants and all that. That's actual historical fact. They've got historical, uh, uh, I believe it is journalistic writings, diary writings, of monks who wrote down about what the time frame was where they found what was referred to as ditch melon, and from ditch melon we get the modern day watermelon. Those are fucking obscure ass facts that just roll around in my head. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember fuck all for somebody's name, but I tell you what, I know exactly what when and where the fuck a watermelon was first found out about. It was about 350 AD in, believe that was somewhere along the Thames, but it might have been outside of the Thames on one of the estuaries. And the actual writing goes that the fruit was bitter to the taste, but filling on the whole, which meant that they were eating the fucking rind because, in order to eat something, to be able to have something in their belly because they were starving, y'all. They're eating the ditch melons. And so they didn't like the taste of it, but that little tiny piece in the middle, that was pretty freaking good. So what they did is they started, working the plant and helping the plant along, and that symbiosis created what we now know as the modern day watermelon. I already know what he calls it. I already know what he calls it. I ain't asking. I ain't gonna. I don't want you to tell us. Thank you. Uh, that will get me fucking straight up fucking thrown the fuck off of there. Like I says, yeah, that will get me thrown the fuck off. Don't bring it in. It's just like, oh, my daddy used to call them something else. Not the egg variety. No, he used to says it a different way. Uh, you could, I can't says it, even though it's a joke, y'all. All right, he literally used to says it as a joke. I can't say it, if I said the hard R word, motherfuckers come out the winter. He's being racist. Not really. You ain't seen me be racist, son. Fucking reality of it is if I actually wanted to be like racist in a meaningful manner, oh man, I could make your hair curl, and I don't even need to. I don't even need to try. It's already curly enough, son. Damn, any more curly, and you'd be called Afro turd. Sorry, I had to. See, this is why. Yes, there's a reason, y'all. There's a reason why stereotypes exist. It's because it's funny. All right, it has nothing to fucking do with any kind of reality whatsoever. Y'all understand? I speak with a bit of a southern accent. I could not be more further from fucking white if I tried. Y'all heard. My mama's Italian and German and English. My daddy is Native American, Polish, and fucking something else we ain't never figured out. But I tell you what, that motherfucker, he walk outside in the summertime and he turned black if he kept his shirt off. And when I say turn black, I mean the motherfucker literally walk outside and go as dark as my jacket here. Of course I bring fried chicken, collard greens. Son, you don't understand. That's a southern thing. That ain't oh well, that's black people. No. If I got invited to a cookout, I'm showing up with the mac and cheese, with the all raw. I'm showing up with the all gratin mashed taters. I'm showing up with the pork chitlins. I'm showing up with the etouffee. I'm showing up with, y'all don't understand. We doing it Southern style. We're gonna have ourselves Southwestern grilled chicken. We're gonna have ourselves some pork pulled sliders. Ooh, son, we gonna get down. You don't even know. My daddy taught me how to cook now. Yeah, everybody loves fried chicken, but you got to understand, it's like, it is a Southern thing. Like, you realize, like, when it comes down to certain ways that fried chicken's made, heard. Like, Louisiana Red Hot's fried chicken. The Tournament Burnham chicken wings. The fucking what was they called them? The Great Breasts of Fire from down in the fucking another one from Louisiana. What they call them? Arkansas. From there's one special from Arkansas. It's called the Arky 911 or the sorry, not Arky 911 because we can't say that no more. 5 alarm. That's Arky 5 alarm. Because it'll set your mouth and your ass on fire. You got the Texan styles. I mean, y'all don't understand. Like, we do cookout, we do cookout. We do. A cookout is basically Southern slang for potluck. Everybody brings some to the table, but we all gonna be grubbing off of it, and everybody gonna go, it's so good. And there's a reason why everybody brings something to the table, because otherwise they would not be enough to go around. Hurt. Because everybody's there for the ribs, everybody's there for the chicken, everybody's there for you heard. They ain't there for freaking, the side dishes and whatnot. They're there for the chicken and the pork, the pulled pork sliders. My daddy's old fucking Southern pulled pork barbecue pulled pork shoulder sliders. And if somebody said we're making the John Price special, y'all would hear fucking trucks pulling up that did not fucking belong in that city, in that township, son. There'd be motherfuckers flying their private planes in to try and come and get some of that grub. Funniest shit is, my dad learned how to make that shit off the back of a fucking KC masterpiece. And I watched him do it. I swear to God. I watched him literally fucking learn how to make fucking pulled pork sliders off the back end of a fucking KC masterpiece fucking barbecue hot sauce. Oh, I lied. It's funny though. It is true. It is funny because I watched him do it. I was a little kid. I'm just sitting, why are you reading the back of a freaking ketchup bottle? Man. Mad Chad, good to see you, brother. Glad you came by. Greetings to my brother on the Erie Coast. And all you other motherfuckers out there on the Erie Coast. Tomcat. Now we got a fucking party. Only thing else we need up in here is Cat Without the Hat, and it's just gonna be fucking going. You get fucking Pete up in here, and then they'll have Moose Man just running through here with his freaking leopard skin bikini on, like, bruh, we don't need to see that. Thank you, but no. We understand you're well secure in your masculinity. I understood. But still, you're around a bunch of brothers. You don't need me saying nothing. Like, hey, don't even show it off there. Like, hey. I goof around, but y'all heard. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. And sometimes I'm a downright toker. Yeah. Well, shit. Now that you said something there, Joe, might as well. I mean, I don't normally comment on other folks' goings on, so I'll keep it brief. You can get the lowdown from him, like the real lowdown. For certain, Pete is at Cat's place, laying low for a while, trying to keep his head up, trying to stay righteous and stay on the straight and narrow. And it's a hard motherfucker. And hey, if ever there was a motherfucker that deserves a serious, but like, get that man the fucking POB shirt from Angry Cops. Like, good job, fucking good job. That man deserves a fucking POV. Like, dude, you could have really turned around and just said, fuck it all. I don't want to, just don't want to live no more. Fuck the world. But instead, said, you smiled, shouldered it, stood up. That's a righteous motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder into the yoke and grin at the Whitman. That's all you can do. Tomcat. The Tomcat is here. All right, everybody. Harry Scary gets scary Harry. I'm going to go let the dog out. I'll be right back. Don't want it here. Don't want it here. You'll lose it underneath the shed. We don't want that again. Get that out of here. At least I'll be able to see it. Fucking glow in the dark. April, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Oh yeah, that's all we need next, bro. I'm gonna open it up here in a second. Y'all heard, right? Yeah, yeah, same shit, different textured toilet paper. Hell, it all feels like freaking sandpaper to me anymore. You know, don't ever wipe your ass with just a random handful of leaves. Trust me when I say this. If you cannot find toilet paper in the bush, take off fucking salt, wipe, walk to the nearest water source, wash your socks off, slap them fuckers over your shoulder, and walk around in fucking, boots and barefoot or whatever for a while till your socks dry. Just trust me on this. You do not want to wipe your ass with a damn stinging nettle. Just don't. Tomcat, thank you for coming by. We're getting room rated here by the Tomcat Army. So yeah, if you didn't notice, if you stick around for a little while and get to know me, and you don't act like a putz, well, you tend to end up with a blue zoot suit. Show up every time in your class A's, and everybody knows you're not somebody's new, you know, so they don't watch you so closely. Cat, hey brother, how'd he do? That is Cat, right? All right, locking ourselves. Yeah, since we got into a certain amount of whatever you folks is coming by and saying hi and whatnot, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up the Freedom Forum. Y'all can come up here if you want. Otherwise, it's entirely up to you. I will pin this at the top and then come back to the chat or to the panel, and whoever's here in the dashboard can come on up. Oh, vacuum phone. I just love this hunk of shit. All right. Anybody have any Koteks? Okay, that's better. Right, go. In here, and out of here, and out of here, and out back. All right, and everything's better. All right, so I only got 20% left on my phone, so this is going to be a fair short one, but y'all know. Done what? Done what, son? What have we done? Wait, you speaking to me? What have we done now? Oh, been too drunk to get up on, son. Do you not know how my fucking system works here? I am so fucking shadow banned. Nobody gives a fuck about me. They think about me like, hey, yeah, that's a peon over there. That nobody. He's just sitting there holding panels for folks. All right. Cheers, fucker. Anyways, Connie, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I do a bunch of crazy shit on my channel. You know, I try to accommodate folks, although the world ain't always very fucking accommodating. So I gotta be an asshole. But such is life, such is the world. I'm what you might call a educated redneck. I I've been known for my philosophies on life, my logic and reason, and my unreasonable anger. That's about how I wrap it up. when I says unreasonable anger, I mean this is the joke, okay? Like y'all know the Green Hulk, the scary, like and the way he keeps himself under control is he's always angry. Real deal, but the difference is that it's become a point where I'm numb. When you hit that point of numbness in your life where you're just like, yeah, about 15 years ago I'd probably lose my shit, but you know what? Fuck it. And that's my response. Yes, thank you, Tomcat, for subbing me. I mean, for sharing my live and whatnot. Who is in the box? Come on up. It's the Mad Shad, ladies and gentlemen. I introduce to you Mad Shad.
Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. On a walkabout with Charity here. Yeah, so how y'all doing? What's going on?
Well, I'm having me a lovely time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
decided to have a live stream because it's Saturday.
Heck
And
yeah.
I've been working my ass off all week. So how's you?
Oh, well, same thing minus live stream. Well, I guess the same thing. Here he is. Yep. Yeah, having a great time here in Cleveland. Charity, get out of there. Let's wait. Taking Charity on a walkabout. Let her terrorize the neighborhood a little bit. And I enjoy the cold.
Well, I wanted to mention, Mr. Chad, I hadn't been able to light the forge because of the cold, and the bricks will explode if you go from too cold to hot enough to forge with. So I've been tempered back from that for a little bit. It was almost warming up right here, right now, just to get to the point where I could start lighting the forge again, and then all of a sudden we got hit by this snowstorm, which I'm getting rain. I don't know about further up the mountain, but
Right on. Yeah, exploding bricks are not fun. Oh, God.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're working on an axe or something, right?
Yeah, no, I'm working on a tomahawk for you, and I've already finished the. I've got the sheath ready to send out to you, and
Oh,
what else?
wow. Okay. So my PO box is no longer mine. I've done away with it.
Right.
Yeah, they're a bunch of assholes. Fuck them.
So if you're gonna do a PO box, the reason why I suggest USPS to everybody, as far as like a PO box or your mail service is concerned, is specifically because of its heritage. You know what I'm saying? And they're kind of proud of it
Well,
there.
at this point, I'm looking for inexpensive and reliable. That's what I'm looking
Right.
for. Good.
Well,
Come.
that's why I talk about USPS. United States Postal Service goes all the way back to the dispatch riders.
Oh yeah, colorful history. I mean, yeah. Our
Pony
postal
Express.
service. I mean, they delivered mail in the middle of wars. You know.
Literally airdrop mail. It was a full-on mission, man. They'd fly in with the
Right.
mail and just parachute it in.
Oh, they'd pick up mail too. They'd have the air cranes. You
Yeah.
know. Grab a pallet and off they went.
Yep.
Plane flying by, like, holy shit! How do you do that?
Skyhook.
Yeah, the skyhook. That's it. The air hook, skyhook. Yeah.
Yeah. Or airlift was another one.
But yeah, even going back to our 1800s, 1700s. I don't know when was the post office. Uh, how old is the post office? Back when we had horses and trains and uh,
So
some guy
funniest
walking
story.
along in the desert with a package. I
The
must
United
deliver the
States
package.
Postal Service, they hail their history, their physical history of the post office versus the postal service is a little bit different. Okay, I'm not talking about the post office now. I'm talking about the postal service. Hails back to the Revolutionary War when the Culpeper, or not the Culpeper, the Culper Ring was working with Washington, and they had to get dispatch back and forth. From that came the Pony Express. Then, after the Pony Express, comes the United States Postal Service. And it all hails from that one lineage. That's why it's still federal property. That's what every postal office is still federal property. I don't know if folks knew that.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary for me though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's only a matter of
Right.
time until our postal service becomes that of a like say China or Canada. Goes the way of that. It's very looking that way. I mean, I don't know. I've just been dealing with private owned, personal owned, business owned mailboxes, for a long time.
Chad, it's not like I'm sending you, a pound of black powder or through the mail, or a firearm or something. I'm sending you a hatchet.
Right? I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's still for me. It's dual purpose. I mean,
Well, in that respect, if you wanted me to do I'll drive out with everything and show up, and here you go.
Oh
And
no, I don't care. I mean, I've sent works through the mail.
yeah, you sent that stone axe to me through the mail. I didn't mind. I was
Right?
like, hell yeah.
I've sent swords. I've sent gun parts. I've sent other stuff that we're probably not on the probably well, let's just say shouldn't have. But
No, I've never sent anything or received anything through the mail that would be illegal because the taxes were paid. And appropriate warning labels affixed, of course. But, still, it's a matter of there's very few things you can't send in the postal service mail, like the post office mail. Very few things. You can't send a firearm. You can't send you can't send over a certain amount of black powder. You cannot send any high grade explosive, high sensitivity explosive through the mail. But other than that, yeah.
yeah, and don't send ricin. That's another thing. Oh.
Mm-hmm. You cannot send chemical weapons or diseases through the mail.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and they have a thing about aerosol cans.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aerosol cans. Yeah.
I found that out about when I bought a lighter, of all things. I couldn't get the lighter
tendency to
shipped to
pop
me.
at certain
I had to go out and actually get it.
Right. Yeah, they have a tendency to pop sometimes when they get in the higher elevations.
Yeah.
Different pressures. I can imagine. I can see the look on the guy's face as he's driving the truck, and all of a sudden something in the back goes pop.
Amy,
And he goes,
see?
"Oh no!" Wow. Woo! Damn, Charity. She is dragging me along here. It is cold. I can't feel my face.
Yeah, Joe's right about that. You can send them through the. You can send a firearm through the mail, but it has to go to an FFL. It has to be showed, check, cleared, and it has to be packaged before you take it into the post office.
Right, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
can't have an exposed firearm on a post office grounds.
Well, you can send a part at a time. That's doable. Send a
Yeah,
piece
that's
at a
doable.
time.
Yeah. The old Johnny Cash style.
That's
Do it
right.
one piece at a time, and it ain't costing you a dime.
That's right. It's always a way around things. Well, that's what I think that's what we're gonna all have to kind of use to navigate this brave new world we're walking into. Uh, how to do things outside of the sphere of influence or observation of our wannabe overlords. I mean,
You said that word, "Brave New World."
what
Very,
a crazy movie, huh? Thank you, Soma. Let's play hide the sausage.
no.
Ah,
Just,
yeah,
it gives me eerie feeling of 1984, like Fahrenheit 451. Y'all remember those movies? Just like the heebies, because we're watching it happen, unfold right in front of us, and it's like, but but hey, that's not right.
right. Teddy, come. Teddy, come. Let's go. Got there.
Soldier, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Any pre 1899 firearms? Yes, you're right. That's how I got my black powder pistol. You can have them sent right to your house. It's a matter of modern firearms cannot be shipped whole except to an FFL. Unless you want to have a whole lot of fucking federal bullshit happening to your house. The whole knock, knock, kick your door down.
Yeah, he who knocks at your door. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in other news, hear about the TSA director got arrested by Customs and Border and Customs Agency.
TSA got taken out by freaking border control. That is funny.
she got hit by doing basically she got somebody in her, maybe her grandma had dementia, but she forged documents to seize their property and did it fraudulent ways. And I don't know. I guess because I don't know. I don't know why borders and customs are involved and arrested her. Maybe it's because it was out of country. I don't know. Haven't looked into it. It doesn't really say much. Just says she got arrested. TSA.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those self-exclamatory things. Hey, Pete.
Hi, how you
Hey,
doing?
what's up, man? What's up, Matt Shed? How you doing? How's everyone?
Right?
Everyone is doing okay.
Oh, who's this? We got somebody. Hey, who's
Yeah,
this?
I hacked in Cat's YouTube channel. I'm running his, I'm on his live stream right now. You just don't know, But here, let me.
Who is this?
That's Pete. That cat.
Hey, what's up, cat? Okay, I see him now.
Yeah,
All right.
look what we are cooking. Look what we are cooking. Don't get hungry, okay?
I'm always hungry. Always hungry.
Yeah. This
That
is
was
delicious.
good.
You don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. But if I ever hop in your state and I come in your area, I promise I will cook you some delicious Persian food. So that's what Kat asked
And,
me to do for him. I said, yeah, no problem. Come on, let's do this.
and
You know,
in
Right
turn,
on.
Pete, I'll
look
hook
at.
you up with all the southern that you could ever want. I'll hook
I'm trying
you
to
up
remember
with all
some
the Italian
Persian
you could ever
dishes I like.
want.
Kebab. I love kebab. Oh, kebab.
Not
I cook.
everyone does it.
That's basically what this is, minus the kebab. It's just a
On
giant meat patty.
is we call it a kebab boshqabi, plate kebab. We call this, you know, because
Oh,
it's
okay,
on a plate.
okay. Like a
But it's
deconstructed
basically
kebab.
the same way of you doing it on sticks, you know.
Yeah, it's a kebab just cooked in a pan.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Well, actually, I don't know. The kebab on the stick. I guess that's kebab, right? But I like to. It looks like a big hot pocket. That's
Yeah.
that's the kebab I like. Yeah,
They
they
got
take the shave. You know the meat that's been roasting all day. In the circular roaster. And they just shave it off.
And,
uh,
Yeah.
and then it's squirted into a hot pocket from like a little toothpaste thing.
yeah, no,
They
the
just
shawarma.
kind of stuff it in
Yeah,
a
that thing's actually pretty good.
tortilla, like a pita tortilla.
Yeah, no,
Oh
shawarma's
yeah.
pretty good, man. I
Pretty
don't
good.
care what anyone says. Shawarma's pretty good.
Yeah. How you doing? Sweet.
I've enjoyed my little my little piece I've tried. I can't wait to dig in, man.
Oh,
Oh,
I blame the
yeah.
youths.
A little bit of food porn. Don't get too excited.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Stand up. Oh, that was good.
Oh, that looks so good.
That doesn't
Yeah.
just look good. That is good.
Oh, yeah. That
That
was
is really
good.
I knew Shad would be excited about that. He's always excited to hear what somebody's cooking.
Oh, yeah. Always, man. Always. What you cooking?
This is good right there. Mm.
I've been feasting on deer
Oh, my
sausage,
phone's about to die,
deer
and it's
sausage
trying to
tacos.
freaking dive on me.
I told him next I'm gonna cook some birria tacos or barria tacos. I can't get the tongue roll correct all the time. You know, Southern
Barria.
American.
You talking about barrio or barria?
Yeah. Birria.
Barria.
Barria tacos. Oh, yeah.
It depends on the area. It depends on the area, y'all. I've heard
Right.
it said,
If they're Irish Mexicans, they go barria.
yeah, no, it depends on the area. If it's San Pedro,
They
it's the barrio.
they wash their tortillas.
If it's San Pedro, it's the barrio. If it's if you're down like Tijuana area, it's the barria. And if you're in, I believe like I've never been there, but my dad told me that down in Mexico, like way down in Mexico, Yucatan, it's the barrio.
Yeah, the barrio. Yeah, they got the long A. The word barrio pretty much means shanty town ghetto. Yeah, and
Instead of
so
barrio.
it's said with like a connotation of insult, right? Yo, you're from the barrio. You're one of those people. But there's also a way to say it with pride. I'm
Right.
from the barrio, right?
Yeah.
And so they'll say it with pride. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm from the barrio. You don't understand. We got the best tacos.
Yeah, no,
It's like telling somebody you're from the school of hard knocks.
yeah, no. Hey, my daddy used to call them street tacos. He used to get them down in Louisiana. He called them street taco.
Yep.
That's the American colloquial term for it. It's
Try.
street
You
taco.
can.
Is it good?
But if you were to talk to somebody who's down like in San Pedro and what was it
It's good.
or say San Fernando Valley
Folks, you get
is
it?
the barrio. They
BOMB.
roll the R. It's a hard rolled R, and y'all don't even know that it is real hard to say. But
Barrio.
especially when I'll talk to you in my natural accent. Heard, if I try to let me try and get into it. I'll see if I can do it. Right. All right. Hold on.
I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna have to eat,
You got
brother.
those potholes.
Oh, yeah. Tear it up. Tear it up, cat.
Oh God, Ugh, I've ate too much. Ate too much today. Been feasting all day. Deer sausage tacos. Me and Charity. Am I frozen? What's going on here? I think I've lost connection. Blaine, you're sideways. More sideways than ever. Like you're sideways. Oh. Is it the Mad Shed show? Let me see. All right. Maybe yep. Maybe Blaine to come back. All right. I see Tomcat. Blaine is frozen. All right. I read you there, Cat. Uh, Turning guns. Yep. Joe Morgan thinks sober thoughts. Tomcat. Oh, Metal. I see you there. Okay. Yeah, I got that deer sausage. I took the deer sausage and I mixed it with it was like a pound of deer sausage and I added 3 eggs, fried it up in my wok and threw it on some tacos. And there you go. It is badass. So how we doing here, folks? Are we still missing here? We got Blaine still missing in action here. Song of the South. What's up? Right, we got the Mad Shed show. So I'll hang out until Blaine comes back in. Yeah, he's usually really good about coming back in here. So we'll see. How do I get back?
All right, that works. Shit. My bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for that. We were experiencing technical defecation. I thank you kindly for standing by. We are back and live. My phone died on us. Of course, had to happen right when I get my freaking accent right, y'all. I had it perfect too. I swear. No, I said I ain't gonna do it. Like, it straight up cut out on me right as I was doing that accent. I like, and y'all to understand, I come from. I was born down there. All right, but it don't jive with me because it ain't my family. I lived that life for a while. It weren't worth it. Anyways, phone is charging. We are back live. We are online. We are hooked up to a cable. So power is input into the computer. And yeah, all's well. I do apologize for that. Like I said, I should have seen it coming, but I wasn't paying attention to the battery up in the corner over here. And so yeah, that happened. Oh well. So as I was saying earlier to Shad, I was trying to get the forge lit, but the storm rolled in, and it's colder than what you tit in a brass bra. Just done walked into a freaking walk-in freeze. Uh, yeah, it's one of them old cold sort of thing. Just come down and put a damper on my spirits because I wanted to get that forge running. Oh, I want to get that. I want to get that axe made. I've got a couple of other blades that I need to make. I also wanted to make up myself a mold for both my pistol and my air rifles. You know, start policing my ammo, catching my bullets and whatnot. Because things, I don't know, like this is one of the things I've been trying to broach with folks. Is like, what is coming, you need to be able to fully and completely self-sustain to the point where there is no garbage in, no garbage out. You are not ordering anything from fuck anyone. You are not taking on anything from anyone. You don't need to because it is all from yourself. And I am not capable of doing that so far. I will fully admit I am not capable of going all on my own little lonesome at this moment. Why? Because it's not that I don't have the knowledge. It's that materials, tools, time, and most importantly, motivation. You see, this is also something that I've looked into. I've looked into like apocalypse prepping all the way down from the top down. All right, you're gonna have to resupply. This is the biggest freaking the biggest misnomer about apocalypse prepping. Everybody goes over it. They just gloss over, oh, I got all my shit stacked back. I got everything that I need. Do you fucking use it? Do you use it? That is a legitimate question. Do you actually train with it? Do you use it? Because otherwise, you're just stockpiling for the next fella. And I've said this time and time again. I've asked folks, are you training with it? Are you resupplying it? Are you, how do you resupply it? Is it fully self-sustained? And if not, then you need to look at that. Do you have cotton growing in your yard so that you can turn around and then turn that into gun cotton? Do you have the ability to make potassium hydroxide, say, to make the gun cotton with? Do you have a source of nitrogen? Do you have these things set out for yourself? Because I've been working on that myself, like getting these other things, these other smaller bits. Like I could turn around and do this if I absolutely had to, but these other chemicals exist out there. They're easy access. They are public access. They are fucking civilian access, and I'd rather use them before I have to go to such a drastic measure. And there's a reason behind that. Now it says if I have to, I do have the supply right here. Fucking right here. Just in my lap. It just get that way. All right, there's plenty of sulfur in the dirt around here. I'm literally on the rim of a fucking volcano. All right. So, what more could I ask for, basically? I mean, yeah, I go into the freaking local hardware store. They ain't got sulfur. They ain't got potassium nitrate. But I can make them shits in my backyard. Now, that being said, I don't want to have to. I want to be able to turn around and says, buy the potassium nitrate at the store, refine it appropriate so that I can use it in the black powder, turn around with it, sulfur, and make sure it's properly refined from the store. Because the fuck else you gonna do with it? With sulfur, you're gonna use it in your garden in order to enrich the soil, and you're gonna use it in black powder. That's it. The fuck else you gonna use it for? Maybe some obscure freaking chemical, and processes and whatnot, just entertainment for yourself for the time of being. Then you're left over with all this other, chemical leftovers and whatnot. Sulfur is a very useful chemical, but at the same time, get your hands on it. That's a sumbitch. You go down to the local hardware store, yeah, but here's the thing. You think you go into the hardware store and get, yourself some sulfur, but you go into the hardware store and you look at the shelves and you look at what's on the shelves and it's like, no, there's no sulfur, there's no potassium nitrate. Not even something as I could, through multiple chemical processes, I could turn around and break it down to such. It is non-fucking existent. Now, you don't need sulfur, you don't need potassium nitrate in modern gunpowder. It's made through a different process. I know because I know how to make it. I know the apparatus is necessary. I know what's, the this, that, and the others that are necessary, the chemicals and whatnot to do it. I'm just pointing out these other chemicals, which are normally readily available, are fucking nowhere. At least certain not in the fucking local here. You're not getting your powder local. You're not getting your stuff local. There's no fucking way. And it's just a small town mine. This is a place where you think you get it. You get your sulfur. You get your fucking potassium nitrate. You get your fucking you can get charcoal just about anywhere. And everybody that's worth their salt in the area has at least some form of firearm. And it's not like, they're going in and just raiding the fucking shelves or nothing. Where I live at is, they're either liberals or they're the kind of conservatives who aren't gonna raid the shelves because they know there's other people that are out there that need that and are going to need that and are there like sitting there same on the same side they are and just same level they are like, hey, you know we all kind of function as a community here because of the fact that we can all kind of just mesh in one way or another. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that shit. Because, for one, I need to have potassium alamide. And then on top of that, I have to have glycerol and clay. And then on top of that, I have to have sulfuric acid. And on top of that, I'm not playing around with smokeless powder. It gets really fucking complicated really quickly. That's why I like the black powder. Now, playing around with yeah, you could run smokeless powder. You could run freaking gun cotton out of a black powder gun. You'd be just fine. And it's very easy to make. I mean, all you need is some freaking, just lye, basically. You know how to make potassium hydroxide, which is fucking simple as hell. Let's be honest with each other. I mean, you mix ashes and water together, you get potassium hydroxide. It's not fucking rocket science. So, my point is that, you could make gun cotton out of basically fucking nothing. So, yeah, black powder, it should be same easy, I mean, yeah, I know not a lot of people run black powder. I mean, what? I only run it for my pistol. I like my air rifle. Not some big ass freaking smoke cloud that's coming out. I can actually see what I'm shooting at. My rifle doesn't recoil as hard. As long as I know as long as I'm putting it right where it's supposed to be, that bullet I'm saving, I don't have to worry about it because it's got enough power to actually do what's necessary. So, why do I carry a pistol? I carry it for 3 reasons. Large predator defense, because fucking believe it or not, I live in fucking bear country. So do you. You just don't know it. Um, I live in a freaking. I live 25 miles outside of drug infested fuck station. And when I say drug infested fuck station, I mean it's a little bit different than just your average potheads just having a cruise AO. No, we're talking these motherfuckers just walking down the street and you see them standing there just like this, hunched over like wall, and just uh, 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 uh. And they're doing that shit all fucking day for hours and hours in the same fucking spot. Son, that is a fucking drug overdose. If you don't know the signs, here's your sign. I mean, that's 25 fucking miles away. There's motherfuckers walking down the street, angry as fuck, can't fucking figure out their asshole from their elbows, and just walking around with knives and other shit, mad off their ass at nothing, just looking for a reason. High off their asses. If that's where they want to be, fine. That's whatever. I'm not going to get in it, but I'm just going to point out. That's reason number 2. Reason number 3. It comes back to the large predators and the fact that it's also therapy for them. I call it gunpowder therapy. It's actually really good therapeutic use. I like to go and shoot targets. I like to go mac dump into trash. It's fun. I like to go train, just goofball around and train because it's good for my body. And, well, heaven forbid. But, I've always been a kind of a, on my own person. So I trained to be that. What's his name? Fuck, I wish my cousin were here. He could tell you his name. Jim Henson, Jack Henson, bushwhacker in the Civil War. Over 100 fucking Confederate kills. I mean, over 100 Union kills. Sorry, officers and the line. Where he was a ghost, a singular individual, fucking terrible, terrible to behold. And yet, I mean, in all reality, that's what I trained to be, that one dude that's just a thorn in a motherfucker's side. Well, other people, they train those kind of combat tactics to be the folks that are working in teams and tandem, cool, all that. That's fine, it's great. I've noticed that unless it comes down to your ass is fucking surrounded and you were dumb enough to fucking walk in there with your dick in your hand, as a singular operator, you're not going to be the disadvantage. So, because it's hard to spot the one dude. It is fucking easy as hell to find that all them motherfuckers out there with all their flashy gear and, moving and duking and jiving. It's actually easy to spot that. Spot the one motherfucker standing across the street, looks like a homeless son of a bitch. He's leaned up against a fucking wall. You don't even fucking pay attention to him none because he's dressed in fucking rags. All of a sudden, you're looking up at the sky with a what the fuck expression on your face. That is that guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. The solo operator that's just there and gone, like smoke on the wind. Looks like nothing. You wouldn't even fucking expect nothing. That's the kind of person that I trained to be. And then, foremost and otherwise, I can work with a team, but I'm deadly on my own. I look at that and I says, well, I pity the son of a bitch that fucking decides to fucking invade America. I would hate to be the other person. It'll be a very short-lived experience. Unless they came at me full force, I'm saying. And when I says full force, I mean the whole goddamn fucking army fucking hunting my ass. And mind you, this is like one of those. This is like Red Dawn situation sort of thing. A Red Dawn scenario ain't never gonna fucking happen. It's just those extracurricular LARPs that you don't do, right? I know. I'm paranoid. I'm crazy. I'm the one who's fucking the lunatic for thinking, these vulnerabilities exist. Call me an autistic fuck if you wish. But I see a whole slew of cracks in the armor. Mind you, don't get me wrong, it's some fucking badass armor. I'll be fair and honest with you. It is some fucking badass armor. But every armor has its chinks. Every armor has its weak spots. Even in the days of knights on horseback and shining armor and all that shit, every piece of armor, every suit of armor had its flaws. It was up to the battlefield soldier to figure out those flaws. And that's what scares me, is that just like what I goofball trained for, a lot of these motherfuckers that are out there that want to get in trouble and whatnot, want to give America trouble, trained for that in earnest. That's a fucking scary thought. Because you see, I trained as a goofball kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, they'd never seen you coming sort of thing. Ha ha ha. These motherfuckers took it fucking serious. Son, I don't want to play no more. Yeah, can I have my ball so I can go back home? See, yeah, some of the scariest shit you'll ever see. Some of the scariest shit you'll ever see. That one guy that fucking nobody sees coming is the guy I'm scared of. Because he's the guy that's probably going to get me. It's the only thing that anybody, got to my age ever fucking fell for was a damn sucker punch. Tell you that right now. And I know it to be true, and don't you deny it. You ever got to be the age of 30-something years old, you actually lived that fucking long. The only thing you ever didn't evade in a fight was a sucker punch. Uh, it is cold out here. I could cut glass at my nipple. Yeah, but get it out of here. I don't want it next to the shed, who? What's the whole thing with that? I just bought that thing, dude. That's another $5. You keep that thing out there. Already playing with it next to the shed here. How'd he lose the last 2 balls he had? Playing with them next to the shed. What the fuck just happened? Ah, Gary. So I gotta wonder, you know, what good is a damn thing about, any of these radios, all of it, all those things could be intercepted. Any communications you use could be intercepted. I mean, let me put it this way: unless you're fucking speaking in Navajo, I'll guarantee you, somebody's gonna figure it out. Whatever the fuck you're saying. I don't see a whole reason for, I noticed that it's like, throwing yourself into something that is reliant on 3 things, which are really going to be scarce in that particular situation: batteries, electricity, what have you, batteries. Second thing, more important, parts. That shit burns out. Third thing, most important, if you've got one, so do they. I learned survival from actually having to survive, not from an instructor. Although, yeah, I had some guidance. I had folks there telling me what to do. Fuck yeah, okay, fine. It's a whole different story when they're just giving you little pointers here and there, and you're the asshole that's sitting out there in the fucking woods in the sticks, and you've got to make do. I did it for 6 months. I have a philosophy. If you can do it for a month, try to do it for 2. If you could do it for 2, try to do it for 6. If you can do it for 6, then just know this: you can do it indefinitely. Something to think on. Fuck, it is colder than shit on an ice cube. And the sun is out. Oh, God. The trippiest shit I ever seen. I haven't hit, you notice I'm not hitting my cigarette and I'm sitting here blowing smoke. Yeah, it's cooler than the winter's tit in the brass bra on Sunday morning. Dog, get that and get it out of here. I don't want it in here. How many fucking times do I have to tell you? That's $5 every time you throw it away. Get it away from the shed. He's been doing good with his other toys, but every time he gets that ball, I swear what, every time I get him one of them damn balls, they make the little whistling noise. He loses his shit. He just wants to have it in here. Hmm. Why I got the glow in the dark one so that I could find them. So anyways, the world has gone batshit crazy. And you know what? I feel fine. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I feel alright. I'm actually not worried. It's all an uphill battle from here anyways, right? Only way you start getting better is start climbing. Or the way I heard it best said was, why did God make mountains? So we could learn how to climb. Anyways, I'll wax on philosophical for a fucking fair walk. All said and done. Um, y'all let me know how you thought this went. Say down in Dooley. And for all the latecomers and the stragglers, I'm sorry about the blip earlier. We was having ourselves a good ass time. Um, and I just want to let y'all know I woke up about 3 in the afternoon yesterday. So I am due for some sleep here. It has been 24 fucking hours since I shut my eyes. So much love, y'all, motherfuckers, but I can't do this no more. So I'm out. Hey, Kentucky, Billy, I'll leave the old chat running for a little while, but I'm gonna shut this down in a little while. All right, I'll just go ahead and take myself off.